Hello, everyone, and welcome to chess. Chess is a timeless strategy game, and the goal of this series is for me to get my ELO rating to 1000. Now, what is an ELO rating? Basically, a chess rating can go anywhere from, say, 300 to 2800. And the reason I say that is because a low rating is a beginner. They might be like 300. 800 is a pretty low rating, but they start us out here at rate 800 rating. The best chess player in the world was rated at about 2800. So my goal is to play online games against real people online, to get my ELO rating up to 1000. So it's the road to 1000 ELO rating. If you don't know anything about chess, white pieces always go first, black pieces go second, and I think there's a technical advantage to white going first, but I know somebody who prefers to play black pieces because they like to react to the first player's first move. So, if you don't know how pieces move, if you just watch me play along, you'll eventually learn how the pieces move. Like pawns can move up, bishops move diagonally, rooks move straight, and horses move like in an L shape or a 7 shape or a backwards 7 shape. And then the queen can do any of those movements except for the knight, basically, the horse. And the king, the goal of the game is to put your opponent's king in checkmate. So you want to protect your king at all costs. If you don't know anything about chess, after this first video of me playing it, you should learn at least something. Maybe just stick along for the ride, see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start a game. We'll go play online, play versus a person of similar skill. And we'll just do that. Okay. So we're going to choose a 10-minute game. So each of us gets 10 minutes. And we're just going to, random. So we'll play. And it's going to randomly play fair. It's going to randomly assign us white or black. Okay, and we're white pieces. So we're playing Chicky New. And it doesn't tell me their rating. Okay, so we're going to move to D4. And they already moved. We'll go ahead and move our bishop to F4. Okay. And what I'm going to move the knight to F3. I'm doing a London system. This opening is called the London system. I don't know what they're doing. They got their own little thing where they're putting all their pawns out. So now we're waiting on them. Their timer's going down. All right, so his knight can attack my pawn on D4, and then I can take back, so that's fine. They took a lot of space by moving these pawns up. See, I can't just move my knight over here because his pawn will take it. Pawns attack diagonally. So I can... Maybe I'll put my knight right here. I would like to learn more about chess. I'd like to get pretty good at chess. The reason that my first goal is to hit 1000 ELO is because I want to... that's like the benchmark of intermediate players, they say. Someone says that. I don't know. So he's threatening to take my knight. I'm just going to, I guess, push his bishop back with my pawn. He'll probably move it, right there. Okay. And then... I suppose I can throw my knight further up. If he takes my knight, I'll just trade, probably with the bishop. Yep. And I think you do want to generally take the center, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm kind of controlling the center of the board right now, I think. We have a whole 8 minutes left. I don't want to lose on time. If I run out of time, I lose, no matter how good I was doing. So I think I'd like to get my knight. See, here's something I don't like. If he moves his knight here, I can't do anything. He moves it here, I can't attack it. So maybe I should move a pawn up right here, maybe. Or if I move my queen out, nothing really he can do with the knight, I guess. So he castled. That's a special move you could do to protect your king. That's pretty beneficial to me because my queen is already on this side, I think. So maybe we have an attack we're forming on this side. I'm not great at forming attacks, though. I think now I can move my knight over here and threaten his bishop. See what he does. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so he's threatening, like, okay, so if he takes my bishop, I could take his... Yeah, so I could let him take my bishop. So I could take his bishop with my knight, and then he can take my bishop. And then I could take his pawn. That leaves this open. And then I can put my rook out on d1. So, might be crazy, might be a terrible idea, but is there any advantage to having my knight here? I think I could put it there next and kind of threaten him. Let's try it. I think he should take my bishop, yeah, and then I'll take there. And I doubled my pawns. Now I have 2 pawns and they can only go straight, so that's a negative. I think that's not good. He moves his knight there. So now I can pin his knight. So I'll put my rook out here. And now he doesn't want to move his knight because then I'll just take his queen with my rook. And the queen is the most valuable piece. Yeah. So he's got pretty good defense over here. I don't know what I'm doing there. I guess I can put my bishop out here and... Yeah, I'm not really liking the setup I have. Oh, I blundered that piece. I didn't even see that. So that's probably why he moved that pawn, actually. Let's see, can we use that to our advantage? Probably not. I guess I can threaten his knight. Yeah, because if he takes this pawn, he doesn't want to take that pawn because I'll just take his queen. So let's threaten his knight. Okay. We're going to do a queen trade. I mean, he should take my queen. Yeah, and I'll take back. Right now we have an even game. He might have a positional advantage. I might have a positional advantage. I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't have a positional advantage for long if I do. Let's take this back here. Maybe I should have moved my bishop here. Yeah, because now he's just trying to gain space. We'll castle. Of course he's going to gain space. Yeah, I have a terrible position. I don't like it. Yeah, I actually like that he did that. I probably shouldn't, though. Okay, so let's move our pawn up. See, I think he was trying to take this e3, e4 pawn, so I'm defending it with e3, f3. And now he kind of wants to just trade a piece. I don't really want to give up a rook. So I think I'll just threaten his bishop here. But maybe I should have traded that rook. And now he's defending. Yeah, I've got a pretty terrible setup here. But let's trade rooks now. Let's see if he'll take. I'll just take his rook with my bishop. So he's doubling his rooks. Well, may as well take one. And no crazy things I could do right now. I mean, he's playing, I don't know what rating he is, but he's playing better than me, I'd say. Let's get our king up here. Now our king is off, or it's not on a white square, so the bishop can't really do any direct attacks on the king. That's probably a genius move. I'll take it. I hope he moves up so I can move up. Yeah. I'll threaten his rook. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me at all. I'll move my pawn up. I shouldn't have, actually. Now that I'm looking, I should have moved this one up, and this one could have defended it. I think I'll take it. And then I'll move this here. Okay. Let's see. So if I move my bishop here, it doesn't do anything. It's kind of dumb. I can move it here and threaten his bishop so he could finally move it. Maybe I can eat a pawn. Thinking maybe he'll trade and then I'll be able to just eat this pawn. I don't know. We'll see. Or this pawn. Yeah. So he's doing really good on time. I'm not doing terrible on time. He's going to want to eat this pawn. That's not cool. Yeah, I mean, we can go for an end game, I guess. He's going to take that. And I'll start moving my king. He's playing too good. Yeah, this guy's playing too good. can't compete with this. I'd say I am a beginner at chess, as we can see. He's thinking. Yeah, he's going to eat that pawn. Well, you want to chase that pawn, I'll just... Okay, well, what? Chase this one, I'll take this. Okay, so what are you going to do? Oh, I should not have done that. I feel like he's higher level than it should have put me up against. It should not have put me up at such a high level. All right, so what's going to happen here? He's going to get a queen, and then I am going to be screwed. Yeah, take it. I'm not sure this guy made any blunders. Okay, yeah. I mean, you'd be smart just to get a second queen. Well, best thing we could do now, I think, unless he just doesn't make any good moves, is try to do a stalemate where we tie. So, like, look, I got a queen. Cool. But now he's got two queens. So he can easily take me out. I think he can render my queen useless if he does a ladder technique and pushes me all the way to the right. I don't know, though. So I can't move my king already. I can't even put him in check, can I? I can. I won't be able to checkmate him, though. This is definitely a lost game for me unless I can pull off a stalemate of some kind. I mean, I'm not going to... He's going to win, maybe, but I'm not going to make it easy on him. Or... try not to make it easy on him. He might checkmate me here somehow while keeping my queen. Okay. So yeah, here we're pushing for a stalemate. Now I just move my king, and I don't know how to strategically make a stalemate. I just gotta hope that he doesn't know what he's doing. So this is bad for my journey to 1,000 points because I'm not going to gain points no matter what. I'll most likely lose points unless he can stalemate me. Unless I can stalemate him, I might break even. I don't know what happens when you stalemate. Yeah, he's about at a checkmate. Well, I think that was kind of dumb. If he would have went here, I would have been checkmated. But hey, I make dumb moves, so. I think all he needs to do, well, he's got to move his... I think he's doing good. I think he's... Yeah. All he's got to do is move here. B2 ends it. See, he should have just moved to B2. Now he just moves B2. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, I'm not even rated yet. I got to play more games. All right, so the journey to 1,000 will have the 4 more games. Yeah, let's see if we can analyze the game. I made one blunder. I think this is telling me what I did. Game review.
That was a hard-fought game that your opponent won with some...
We're going to turn that off. Strong end gameplay. Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, so it rated me for this game at a 600. That's bad. That's bad. I have a long way to go with Journey to 1,000. My opening accuracy was 94.5. That's good. It's really good, I guess. Middle game accuracy is 65. That's terrible. And 51 end game accuracy is terrible. Apparently, I'm good with openings, but not anything else. He had 81 accuracy at the opening, which probably means if I had better accuracy at the opening, I should have won. But I messed up big time somewhere. So let's start review. I did a book move. So I did a good move with the white pawn on d4. And then he responded with another book move. It's like, that's a textbook move. You know, it's a standard, it's a good, well-played move. The engine, the computer, says it would have been best if he would have played c5. I think that's called like some kind of gambit. It's fine that I moved my knight here. I'm just developing. I'm doing like a London system. The computer actually didn't like that he did bishop to b4. I don't know why, but I did an okay move. Really, I like to study until I see at least the first part that I messed up. I think that's a good idea. Like, where did I make my big mistake? That was the best move I could have played, according to the computer. And that's the best move he could have played. And I should have taken with a pawn. Okay. I guess that was my first, what would you call this? Inaccuracy. Okay. See, I had that idea to move the pawn, to move the knight over here earlier, but then I thought, well, what if he moves his knight here or here? Or I guess what if, I don't know. I guess I was worried about him moving the knight here, because my knight was already here. I don't know. He castled. The computer thought that was weird. It actually gave me an advantage. It's like, hey, you should win this game. That was apparently a great move for me. I was attacking his bishop. And he should have moved his bishop back. It was a terrible idea for me to... Okay, you know what? I could see... So that was a miss. So it makes sense that I should have, when I did this, I shouldn't have let his pawn take my bishop. I should have actually taken his knight with my bishop, and then either he takes the bishop with the queen, and then I take his queen, and we do a queen trade, and his bishop... Yeah, I mean, it would have forced his king to lose its defense. It's pawn defense. That would have been great. Can I go to self-analysis? Yeah, so what I should have done is this. And then how would he respond? He could do something super passive, like move his queen here. But I think it'd have been best to do this, maybe, and then this, and then this. That would be the idea. And then I can be like, oh, I don't know, I can eventually get my... You can't do like a free play thing here, you can't drop, but I'd find my way to make an attack on his king from there. Can we go back to the review? Yeah. So yeah, it was a miss. It loved that he took that. At least I had the best follow-up. It wanted him to move his knight back, which is interesting to me. I had the best follow-up, kind of pinning his knight there. And then it didn't even like that he did that. So that was a terrible move on my part. Right. Oh, yeah. So that's where I blundered I forgot about that. That's where I blundered my knight. So it's like, yeah, it's like, what are you doing? You just lost. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to all my pieces. That can be difficult too with when you're on a time schedule. But this guy played great. So I should have put my rook here. Interesting. I guess that way I'm defending my bishop. It didn't like that he moved his knight there. I made the best replies. Okay. Cool. So what's funny about this, when you see like the best move, so you see a star, that means it's like the computer thinks it's the best move you could have done. I have a star, he has a star, I have a star, he has a star, I have a star. So basically, apparently, the best possible move, like we played a perfect game of chess for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. That's what, like, let's just say 2 of the world's best chess players, if they were in this position, they would have done this, and then this, and then that, and that. So, it's pretty funny. Moving pawns. I guess I should have strengthened my pawn up here, which I eventually did. So let's see. Should I have taken his rook? Oh, I should have put this other. I should have doubled my rooks. Huh. And it wanted him to make a more aggressive move. It didn't like that he doubled his rooks. And wow, that was a bad move on my part. So I could have opportunity to take an outpost with a rook. Wow. Oh, okay. This right here can be confusing. How did it want me to move diagonally? You know, up until now, pawns could not attack. They could not move diagonally unless they were attacking. There's nothing for this to attack. It's called an en passant, I think. Yeah. So when the first time a pawn moves, it can move 2 squares. But that, I think, was a rule that was invented later on in chess. So, basically, en passant is a rule where it's like if your opponent moves 2 squares, and your pawn was right here, for example, I could technically, it's as if his pawn moved 1 square, and then I could take it. I know it's a terrible explanation, but I could have. Self-analysis. I could have taken his pawn as if it were there. So I don't think I've ever done an en passant. I always forget about it when I could do it. Okay, so yeah, it didn't like that, obviously. I move up. He makes the best move. So it would have rather die. Yeah, I could have, like, destroyed his pawn structure better. I gotta think about that more. Look at that. He, like, took the center with those. And then I should have attacked his bishop earlier. Okay. Okay, at least I made the best move there. And then there. So it's an even game about until I did that. What the heck? Okay, so I should have moved that pawn forward earlier. Wow, he actually made a bad move. And so it was actually okay that I moved over there. Then it was best I moved back. So I should have taken that. Okay. And it really wanted me to move here. I did not know that it wanted a3 so much. It liked that I took that pawn. It liked that. Okay, then it's like, what are you doing? Why would I have taken that, though? Why would it have wanted me to move up and it could just eat my pawn? That doesn't make sense. Oh, that way I could, I guess, take this one and then move this pawn up. Interesting. Wow. Well, I was making all the best moves at that point. Too late, though, right? Too late for me to make a best move when I'm already losing. Said that was a miss, so that would have been checkmate. Wow. And that might have also been a checkmate. No, it wouldn't have been checkmate. I could have gone there. I don't get how the computer wanted me to go here because he could just eat my... I mean, how... I think the computer's jacked up. I mean, look, if I did this, he would have just taken my queen. How does it want me to... Maybe because I'm using like a free version of chess, it's not giving me the best computer. I don't know. Anyways, back to the game review. I thought that was a pretty good move. It's like the best thing I could do. That was a blunder. See, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It wants me to put him in check. Maybe it knows it's mate and 4. Okay, that's what it is. I think it's just it knows that the game is like... Well, no, he still has an advantage. I don't know. Forced, and then it's really mate and 5, mate and 4. Yeah, multiple mate and 1s. Checkmate. Okay, cool. So just to go back real quick, where did I lose my big advantage? I blundered my bishop, and that is... Oh, I blundered my knight. Yeah. So he moved here. Let's see. I was in a fine position. I actually had the advantage. I was playing better than him in the opening, and he moved to that. And I thought, oh, he has a defender. Like, he messed up my little attack with the rook here. I better put another defender here. And then it was like, no, I should have noticed that my knight was under attack. I mean, I could have at least even just done this. And then... You know, if he took, he wouldn't take because of that. But let's see. It wanted me to put the knight over here. All right. Well, I got to look out for that more. That was a crazy mistake. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.